Alright, look, the internet has made high horsepower look easy. From 1,000 horsepower Supras, to twin turbocharged V10s, to your R35 GTRs. But some other platforms really stood the test of time. One of those being the Mitsubishi Evo. Even after all these years of being discontinued, Mitsubishi Evo is still an absolute force to be reckoned with the right hands and the right tuner. Like this one. This Evo 9 makes 870 wheel horsepower through a Quaife sequential gearbox and still gives you that extraordinary, crazy sensation. The fast Mitsubishi Evo is still, to this day, one of the rawest experiences you'll ever have. So what's it like driving a fast Mitsubishi Evo all these years later? Let's go for a drive and find out. I actually travel a ton for filming, and one of the most annoying things ever was constantly getting spam calls when I'm just trying to get my work done. And if you ever wondered how scammers get your phone number, or why your inbox is flooded with spam, this is why. There are companies called data brokers that sell your data, and they do it without your consent. And they make billions selling it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And while they legally have to remove your info if you ask, they make the process incredibly confusing and hard on purpose. And that's why I recommend today's sponsor, Aura, to all my family and friends. They take care of the hard part that's incredibly confusing and frustrating. They automatically remove your info from these sites, and they keep it off. There was one time I was in a really important meeting, and I got 8 spam telemarketer calls in one meeting in like 30 minutes. And I'm like, I have to do something about it. And Aura came and saved the day. And Aura is an all-in-one security. You might already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like locking the front door, but leaving the back door open anyway. It doesn't really matter. And if anything does happen, Aura has a $5 million identity insurance theft protection. And they have US fraud experts ready to help 24/7. Going back to that meeting I had with all those spam calls, it just made me so frustrated that these people were just getting away with it and just selling my data out there. You could literally Google yourself and everything is out there for the entire world to see, and I wanted that to be protected as well. If you're ready to really lock down and protect that data and you're just tired of the spam calls, tired of the spam emails, you can go to my sponsor, aura.com/ThatDudeinBlue, and try 14 days of Aura for free. And what's really neat, that is enough time for Aura to start scrubbing off some personal info off these data broker sites without you lifting a finger. So make sure to head over to aura.com/ThatDudeinBlue and start your 14-day trial today. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, David here. 10 years ago, in 2014, I drove a Mitsubishi Evo called Jasmine. It was mean, and it made 870 horsepower to the wheels. But in 2014, it didn't have all the modern technology amenities like most cars have today when building them. The standalones weren't as advanced, the boost by gear wasn't as good, the boost by speed wasn't as good. But now, I would say I am in a Mitsubishi Evo 9 that is basically a better version of that car 10 years later with all the modern technology. This white on white, beautiful Mitsubishi Evo 9 makes 870 wheel horsepower to the ground and does a low 4-second 60 to 130. So this thing is absolutely no joke. We also have a Quaife transmission, so it's a full sequential dog box, which means no H pattern. In full acceleration mode, no clutch. When I'm driving around town, clutch in, pop it into gear this way to shift up, pop it this way to shift down. If you're new here, I have a lot to thank to the Mitsubishi Evo. It is the car that launched my YouTube career because of how crazy Jasmine was. But I also got a weird reputation of kind of making fun of Evos because all of my friends had them when I lived in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and they broke all the time. But this is mostly due to the transmission, the transfer case, stuff like that. I always knew the Mitsubishi Evo was a really fun to drive car, especially when fast. And the thing about the Evo as well is when the all-wheel drive system is working, oh man, it is working. This car dead hooks from pretty much any scenario. We have plenty of tire, plenty of sidewall. I love the white on white on the Evo. I'm not usually a color matched kind of guy when it comes to wheels and paint, but yeah, this thing looks awesome. But the Quake transmission, just get a little used to it. Woo! Got a 68mm turbo. It's actually in the normal location for a big turbo kit, so it's not forward facing. Sure, you can put a bigger turbo on the forward facing, and yes, it'll be faster eventually, but I like how usable and how fast the turbo spools from when it's located here. The other thing too is, no matter how fast an Evo is, still handles incredible. And it's so funny, when you see a wingless Evo 8 or 9, you definitely have the back of your head going, I probably shouldn't mess with that thing. That was always the thing, is you knew an Evo was really, really fast if the wing was off the car. We're also on ethanol, we're on E85, so you get a nice whiff every time you get on it. All right. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Holy shit. That is amazing. I've driven a lot of fast Evos all these years, but holy shit. There is something about the all-wheel drive pull of a Mitsubishi Evo with high horsepower. It just absolutely rips your face off. There's just absolutely nothing like it. And I don't think there ever will be anything else like this. And also the 4G63, it's such an aggressive sounding 4-cylinder. It kind of debunks the whole like, oh, this car sounds like crap because it's a 4-cylinder. No, this thing is awesome. Let's try the rolling launch. Okay, getting used to it. To use the rolling launch, the best place to be is around 5,000 RPM. But it hooked up and went so quickly, my brain wasn't ready yet, because I'm new to this, right? So I need to hit the rolling launch button, then essentially reach for the shifter extremely quickly, because yeah, it's time for the next gear. As soon as you hit it, dude, as soon as you hit that rolling launch, it's time for the next gear. So essentially, if you're in the power, your foot is all the way to the floor the whole time, no clutch, and you're just banging gears, dude. Absolutely mentally fast. So satisfying. I love high horsepower Evos. And a lot of people don't like when I say this. If somebody said, David, your life depended on it, you have to choose between a fast Evo and a fast Subaru, I'd pick a fast Evo. I just really admire how raw this thing is, how crazy it is when it pulls. One other really cool thing about this car is that it actually uses a baby little throttle body to help control boost and control boost leaks, so the turbo is happy the entire time and stays in power. Wow. See, with Jasmine and other high horsepower Evos I've driven, I always have to worry about something called crab walking, which in other words, the power would overwhelm the chassis and overwhelm the tires to the point that all 4 tires would spin and cause the car to dart lane to lane like this. This goes almost straight as an arrow. That's the major difference between then and now. It's the capability of tuning the chassis with better suspension components and also, of course, boost by gear. God, third gear is insane. My temples are being ripped off my head. Thing is so fast. Oh, my blood's going now. The best way I can describe how fast this car is efficiency. Oh yeah, also the Evo's turning radius is still just as awful as I remember. But the Mitsubishi Evo has this incredible rally history. It's all-wheel drive, and it's really unfortunate because this is, in my opinion, the best car they've ever made. The Evo 10 is really great. The 4B11 engine is really great. If you're curious, I drove a 4B11 swapped Mazda Miata earlier. That was absolutely phenomenal. The 4G63 is the motor that everyone really associates with the Evo. But the 9 to me has always looked the most aggressive, so it's always been my favorite Evo of all time. Also, the interior of the Evo, bare bones, almost nothing. You know a car is fast when the tachometer and the speedometer are going almost at the same rate, essentially. Pretty nuts. This thing drives almost normal under boost, which is pretty crazy. Evo 9 in the modern era. God, this car is so freaking good, man. I adore this thing. It's just as exhausting as I remember in the best way, but I'm 10 years older, 10 more experience, and I can really appreciate this platform. What do you guys think about this Evo? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Put it down in the comment section below. Typically upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. See you guys next time. Take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.